Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, had a fun discussion tonight. Somebody's asking me, how come the United States never had large denomination bills? I said, we did. What are you talking about? You don't remember them? Of course I'm not going to remember. I'm just playing. But I was like, yeah, we actually had large denomination bills. And as a matter of fact, not that long ago, one of our $10,000 bills sold for almost $500,000 in an auction. But believe it or not, at one time, we actually had $100,000 bills. I'm not even kidding. Let's get into this. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. I've uploaded a crap load of videos on Pimpy's News Network lately. Hopefully you guys are catching them, but I do want to encourage you guys to go see this one. Why BlackRock's involved with Bitcoin was a huge mistake. Because in there, Whitney Webb, you guys got to know who Whitney Webb is, but in there, Whitney Webb described the possibility of what it is that BlackRock is trying to do. And that's supported actually by a lot of economists. And their goal is to just crash the Bitcoin altogether. But before we get into that, look at this. This is a $100,000 bill. We actually had these large bills. It says once upon a time, though, $500, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, and $100,000 bills were in circulation. After the last printing of these denominations in 1945, the Treasury Department and Federal Reserve discontinued them in 1969. Oh my gosh, I would love to get my hands on one of these. And the reason for that is, as a collector, this would be like one of these holy grails, so to speak. The values would be unbelievable out there for collectors. So just so you are aware, this is the $500 bill. Can you imagine running into them? Believe it or not, you can find these in a lot of coin shops. These are not that out of reach. But this is a 1918 blue seal. That's what it looked like. Here is a 1928 and 34 green seal. It's another $500 bill. Here is a $1,000 bill, blue seal. Here's a $1,000 green seal. Can you imagine this? A $5,000 bill. This is the blue seal. But just having your hands on these, you don't see them that often. You'll see the 500 ones a lot, and you'll even see the $1,000 ones. But the higher ones are really hard to catch, just because once the collectors get their hands on them, it's really hard to see them departing with these high bills. Here's a $10,000 bill. One just sold in auction. It was graded at a 64, and it fetched $480,000. That's how collectible these ones are. Here's another $10,000 bill. And of course, the $100,000 bill. This one would be something else to get your hands onto. Anyways, I show you that because during the discussion, somebody's asking me, have we ever had high denomination bills? I said, yes, we did. So I just wanted to show you guys that they actually are real. Like I said, you want to go on to Pimpy's News Network, watch those videos about BlackRock and Bitcoin, and you understand why. I'm just warning people to stay out of cryptos. But if you're going to play around with cryptocurrencies, there is another small window of opportunity where you might make some money. But I really feel like if you're contributing money to cryptos right now, you're putting the money in the hands of some very evil people. That's why it's important for you to go check out that video. Bitcoin at $42,529. Ethereum's at $2,283. Solana is at $95.53. XRP, that thing hasn't moved. Even when the other ones were running, this one hasn't. And it's funny to me because I remember there's a lot of people out there talking about XRP to the moon. Yeah, buddy, remember that? We heard all that. They're going to make $500,000, but we still haven't seen them move. I'm not saying they won't, but I'm just saying they seem like a lame duck. Cardano's at 49 cents. Dogecoin's at 7 cents. Chainlink's at $18. Polkadot's at $6.68. Polygon's at 76 cents. Shiba is at 508. They had deleted a zero, but it looks like it's definitely back. Litecoin at $66.97. Satama added a zero back. Not only that, they're at 3087. Still, I try to catch news why there's such swings with Satama, but that's just how it's always been. To me, that doesn't seem like an acceptable answer. I want to know why such wide swings. It could be just that that's what the market's doing, but it's just weird that Satama's like that all the time. Terra Luna Classic, 301. Well, let me refresh. Yeah, so still at 3 zeros, but at 0.5, which is good. But it is down 4.7%. Gold is currently down $9.90. It's at $2,029.80 an ounce. But you can see over here, as the markets open up over in the east, green, red, green. So let's see if it goes up. Look, you cannot go wrong with precious metals. If you go see those videos, you understand why I'm telling people to get out of cryptos and everybody move into gold and silver. This is a good way to protect your wealth and protect your family and stay out of the system. Seriously, look, it's already going up. Keep going up. So gold at $2,029.80. Same thing with silver right now. It is at $22.50 an ounce. It is down 15 cents. But precious metals, yeah, you definitely want to be in them. Right now is the time. So this is why I'm concerned about Bitcoin, because all of a sudden this kind of crap is coming out. Prediction. Bitcoin will reach 150,000 in 2025. While we're in 2024, it's weird that they're going up to 2025 when there's a lot of things happening. Like if you listen to the Iraqi dinar, a lot of their stuff ends in 2025. Whatever's happening, I have a feeling that's major push for us to be into CBDCs is by 2025. If they can get enough people into Bitcoin, they will crash it. They're going to take your money. Way back in the older days, I told everybody cryptocurrencies, I was concerned about them. I really felt like there was some kind of trap there and that the government was behind it. Sounds like some tinfoil hat wearing crap. I get it. But go watch those videos and you understand why. But I'll say again, there's still a window of opportunity in which you could jump on this, make some money, and then get out of it. Remember, you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin at $43,100. You could buy a fraction. In other words, if you just want $100 worth of Bitcoin or $200 worth, you could do that. So Bitcoin is changing hands for approximately $43,100 per coin today. That's 37% below all-time highs of $68,790 recorded in November of 2021, just before the inflation crisis besieged all sorts of financial markets. But the oldest and largest cryptocurrency has a few tricks up the encrypted sleeve. There are no guarantees in investing, and there's always room for game-changing surprises, but Bitcoin is due for another large price jump. If Bitcoin doesn't reach 150,000 before the end of 2025, I have to buy a tasty hat to eat. Nobody gives a crap about that. We just care about what you're going to do with our money. So like I said, there is a window of opportunity and for you to make money, but I am concerned that there's a lot of articles out there pumping Bitcoin. So although that article says 150,000 by the end of 2025, this one here says it will reach at least 100,000 by 2025. Since its price cratered 65% in 2022, Bitcoin has come roaring back. Last year, it surged 154% thanks to strong gains within the overall cryptocurrency and stock markets. It's really all fake data, but whatever's clever. If you're smart enough to make money in there and get out, then by all means, boo-boo, jump all over and do it. Most investors are sure that there's a lot more upside when it comes to the world's most valuable cryptocurrency. I think Bitcoin is on its way to reaching 100,000 sometimes in 2025. Let's take a closer look. And they'll go through here talking about, yep, here we go, BlackRock, SECs, the ETFs. There's something really wrong about that. I don't trust it, and there's a reason. Go check out the video that I did on this on Pimpy's News Network, and you'll understand why. But look, I don't want to discourage you from an opportunity to make some kind of money. So if that's the case, and they're going to be pumping Bitcoin, then maybe you should jump on Bitcoin. I'm going to do a fictitious portfolio again. You'll see me pump 10,000 back into Bitcoin and see what happens over the next few months. Now, I want to ask Kyle and Ethan about this. Remember how they were saying, we're not going to go back to the gold standard. And I understand where they're coming from, and I understand how that functions. But what I want to make sure that we're clear on, there is a difference between us going back to the gold standard versus us going to a gold-backed currency. So I emailed them and I reached out to them, and hopefully they can come on and we can have a conversation about this. So a golden launch, Global Gold Monetary Fund pioneering a return to the gold-backed currency. Return to the gold-backed currency makes it sound like the gold standard. in an unprecedented and visionary launch poised to redefine global economics paradigms. The Global Gold Monetary Fund has officially announced its debut, representing a significant stride towards fostering economic development and ensuring long-term prosperity by reintroducing gold as a medium of exchange. While we support that, amid fiat currency's uncertainties, this initiative emerges as a transformative alternative. The US dollar detached from the gold standard raises concerns, prompting some to turn to cryptocurrencies. GGMF, however, champions a return to gold virtue and financial stability. Leveraging modern technology, it offers global banking services, advocating decentralized system and the intricate value of gold, with its mission deeply rooted in the belief that gold is a divine asset meant to serve humanity. GGMF aspires to pave a new path towards financial stability and independence for all who embrace its vision, guided by the principles of the faith in gold's enduring value. So I will leave a link for this so you can come and read this, but it looks like they are starting a push for a return to global-backed currencies. And so this one here is being launched in the Philippines. Anyways, this is what I was talking about. A $10,000 bill sells for nearly $500,000 in Texas, and the $18.99 coin sells for almost as much. You guys already seen the $10,000 bill. It's got a 64 score. That's not bad. Yeah, almost $500,000. That's not too shabby. 480,000. And here's a gold coin that sold for 468,000. Sweet. Yeah, very beautiful coin. So Craig Hammock's gonna just mention something that I want you guys to pay attention to help you guys feel confident about investing into gold and silver.
But over the previous 10 days, the price of gold as it's traded on the COMEX has plunged dramatically between about the 8:30 Eastern Open and maybe 10 o'clock. All of that coinciding with maybe some stronger than expected inflation or economic data. And that has caused a reset of those rate cut expectations. So during U.S. hours, over the last couple of weeks and really this entire month of January, the price of gold has gone down. But over the Asian and London hours, it's been rising. And the two have kind of counterbalanced each other. And gold is year to date maybe down $10 as we wrap up the month. So you've got this kind of bifurcated thing where physical buying is driving price in Asia and into London. But as soon as the price action shifts to New York, we get these headlines. The machines that trade, the HFT machines that trade COMEX futures, see those headlines and see the changes in the rate cut expectations, and they dump their gold and silver contracts. It's very interesting to watch.
See, this is people buying physical versus people using paper gold and silver. That's what I was saying you want to avoid. The price is going up on the actual physical, but going down on the paper gold and silver.
You know, sometimes those machines are driven by changes in nominal interest rates, bond market moving up and down. Sometimes, a lot of times during the day, they're driven by the dollar index. But right now, the only thing that seems to matter are those rate cut expectations. How soon will the Fed start to cut? Again, may still be March. Curve's starting to look more like it might be May. We played this game last year, and they made it all the way through the year. I don't think they'll do it again this year. Gold is waiting for that shift, that shift back to cutting. And that'll start generating the positive momentum and the interest in gold that should push it finally through 2100, but we're just not there yet. Now, gold has rallied this century from $300 to $2,100. And if you annualize it out over the first 23 years of the century, it annualizes about 9% a year. Okay, so it's not that price can't go up. It's just that it's not profitable for the banks that manage the markets to have it go up 50% in a year. Okay, they can handle 10. 50 would be a disaster. And so all I'm really predicting, at least for now, is another average year, about a 10% gain in gold. And then extrapolate that out to silver, maybe 15, maybe 20% in silver. Now everybody wants, I want it to go up 100%. I want it to go up 100%. What am I saying? But I just don't expect that this year. There's just a lot going on. And the Fed is going to act to try to keep as much stability as possible into the election and through all the geopolitics and everything that goes with it. Now, we get to 2025, and we'll see where we go from there. But I would think for this year, with the Fed finally pausing and then pivoting, we will get that breakout above 2,100 that I was looking for last year, a rally of probably 10% up to about 2,300 at some point this year before settling back by the end of the year. Silver has that same trading range that gold's been in, but it's having even a more difficult time of breaking out. It has to get above 26 before it can even think about getting above 28. I think that move to 26 will happen this year, but I'm not sure it'll break out above 28 yet. Once it does, once it starts trading with a number that begins with a 3 again, okay, then we're going to start having some fun. But I don't expect that to happen just yet, which gives everybody still more time to accumulate physical metal at prices that are still pretty reasonable.
So that's why if you're going to continue to add to your stack, or if you want to start a stack of gold or silver, now is the time. Reach out to Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. Don't forget to use promo code Pimpy and they'll be able to take care of you. If you're going to spend $10,000 or more dollars, please email and we can get you a much better deal than what you see on the website. Anyways, I appreciate you guys' time. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you later. I'm out.